What up, though? Man, I found myself in a conversation about people having kids. You know what I'm saying? And the number one thing about kids is her body, her choice. Sound right, right? It's wrong, nigga. Wrong. It might be her body, her choice, but it ain't her life. It's that baby's life. And people that's not doing what they supposed to do for themselves should not be in such a rush to create more life. Because as responsible as you are for yourself, you're only responsible up to the level you want to be. So if you cool catching the bus everywhere, then you're going to catch the bus everywhere. If you cool needing a car, then you're going to need a car. If you cool renting, then you're going to rent. But when you got a kid, what you may be willing to work for may not cover what they need. What you may be willing to do may not cover the cost. And that would lead to kids suffering. And I see we got a rash of, I can't say this is new, but we got a rash of people who haven't accomplished anything, judging people who have accomplished something, or at least accomplished failure. Failure, no matter how you look at it, failure is an accomplishment. You know why? Because you accomplish getting a goal, setting a goal, attempting to go after the goal, working for the goal, and you handle failure. It's a whole lot more shit I can add to that list. But not doing nothing, not having done anything, thinking you know something is a bad bet. I was damn near 30 years old when I had my first kid. And I was a homeowner. And my money was tight. And this is just with one kid. And the mother was there. Nigga, we had every problem you could think of. And every other problem you can't think of. And was it our relationship that kept us good? No. Was it her family that kept us good? No. Was it all the people that said they was going to be there for us? No. Was it the person in my family that raised all the kids in front of me, my generation included? No. Fucking whatever higher form of life swooped right in, took her away, and my son's mother. So that support that we were really building on, making this choice on, because we planned this kid too, mind you, lost right there. I'm talking about we find out we pregnant, and in a matter of months, both of them ladies is gone. And we is depending on both of them. Out of here. And I say that to say this. Even though I'm willing to do everything, even though I make a good amount of money, even though my life is set up to a degree that most people, I hate to admit this, but because I'm not in a position that I want to be in, but the percentage of people that look like me that's not in my position or ahead of me or close to it is so big that I don't even want to say it. With that being said, when it comes down to having kids, man, these is things we got to consider. It's young people, young ladies in my family that done had kids, nieces. I don't want to offend nobody, but I know they watch my channel, man. Y'all done had babies trying to lock down guys that don't have no foundation. Some of these guys y'all dating being manipulated by their mama. They was manipulated by their last girlfriend. These not even real men that you respect. But you're having a baby with this guy you don't respect as a man. Why are you doing this? Because you feel like it's a free ride, or because you want to compete with the last bitch. But ain't none of these reasons good enough when you holding a kid in your arm at 4 or 5 in the morning that won't go to sleep and stop crying. I'm shot, right? Every single one of my kids been sick all month. I had 2 in the hospital, 1 hospitalized, 1 go back and forth twice. The other one's sick as fuck. Don't want to admit it. He want to get up and go around and do all type of shit like he ain't sick. How can you be prepared for that? You can't. And you got people that don't want to get up and go to work today, or don't want to have a job where the responsibility is constant. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be a parent, and babysitting don't ready you for being a parent. There ain't shit in this world that's gonna ready you for being a parent. I'm from the hood. I'm actually from the projects. Born and raised during the time of YBI. Which means these was the motherfuckers buying me candy and shit. Ain't no hood tougher than parenthood. Ain't no hood. I done dealt with whatever you think is bad, whatever you think is dangerous, whatever you think is life-threatening. I done dealt with that shit 4 times more as a father than I did as anything else. And if you crying about your normal life, you crying about your normal hood, nigga, you ain't ready to be a parent. You hear that shooting and shit? We outside of one of my houses in the city where my kids be at. Now, granted, we done already sold this house, and so we not gonna have no more living residences in the city. When I say living residences, I mean places where we actually reside at in the city, because it's been a big thing for me to always have a house in the city that I can go to. We're not anymore. At least not for now. And everything else we got in the city, we about to flip or rent out. Why? Because these motherfuckers' plans is working oh so good. All of us niggas is doing the work for them to each other. Is moving to the suburbs a good idea? No. But the dangers is a little bit different. I ain't say better. I ain't say less. I said different. With that being said, man, don't just jump into being a parent, dog. Because this is where we losing at. They give little black girls control over their body instantly. You say, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, I don't know about your city, but in my state, a teenage girl with a decent body can get right in a club that's serving alcohol at 16, 17, she could be in there. Since I was in high school, this has been the thing. Women 18 and up, men 21 and up. What does that mean? Any woman that looks 18 can get in the club. What does that mean? Any man that has money or is at least 21 years of age can come in today with these women. So off the bill is 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds. What does an 18-year-old girl with no money has to offer a 21-year-old man with some money? I rest my motherfucking case. And that's why all you young ladies feel like your only power is to give away that pussy or to make a baby. But baby, you giving away your power when you do that. You telling everybody else that you're powerless. You also telling your future that your present is more important now. Because I ask you, when you turn 30 and you see what life is about and you meet a decent dude, now he got to deal with the fact that you got failed relationships with kids, abortions, all this emotional baggage. And now what? And you risk your whole everything on some shit you thought was good to do at 18, 19. Well, let me tell you something. Go talk to any 30, 40. Go talk to a 25-year-old. Go talk to a 25-year-old and ask them how many good decisions they made at 18, 19. And then tell me, are you smarter than them? Motherfuckers better wake up, dog. It's pure D stupidity out here. And motherfuckers saying that they ain't got no daddy and shit, that shit whack. A lot of y'all do got daddies. Daddy may not be his name. His name might be Uncle Juan-O. His name might be Uncle Rick. His name might be Mr. Johnson from across the street. His name might be Cousin Paul. But all of y'all got a man in your life that's continuously there showing up when you in trouble and also showing up when you wrong. And that's the problem. You want him to show up when you're wrong, but not to save you from being wrong. Wake up.